Hey everyone, Cobble Addict here. And before I start this video, I just want to thank everybody for their support on my first video that I posted a few days ago. It was kind of hastily put together, but I think it turned out good. Today we're going to start out, before we get to the new design over there, I'm going to start out with this design one more time, except I'm going to show it to you in a little bit more depth. All it is, I've ripped out the walls and the floor, so that you can actually see what happens. There's two different ways of activating this from inside. There's the button down here in the actual wiring itself, and then there's the one inside the door. So if you press this one, I mean they both do the same thing, but you can actually see all of the redstone taking place. Keep in mind how many timing circuits I had in this thing, because essentially the way this one worked is it was all just a big loop that I had the timing correct for. So it runs from the input, which is over there, runs through this monostable circuit, goes down into this block, or not. Where'd it go? Just tracing here. Oh, there it is. So it goes through here, around, down, all the way over to there, and then back around, and then it resets. And the only downside is you can't activate this one from both sides without using the button. Still a nice design, but I like my new one a little bit better. Let's go take a look at it. Right away you can see the redstone is a lot neater, and one of the benefits of this one is it actually is only 7 wide. It's, you know, pretty tall and pretty wide this way, but in terms of the width, it actually fits between the two door casings perfectly. So you can have this as this white wall here as like a flush wall, and you would never see any of the redstone. So first off, you'll notice that there's a little bit of a difference. There's 2 sets. There's actually 2 doors, and the observer form is in the middle. So let's just go ahead and hit this button, close the door back up, and see what happens. You recognize the closing sequence from the original one, but that note block is a little bit different. It actually lets you know when you can step back in here, otherwise you'll trigger the RS NOR latch and it won't work properly. So if I go ahead and step in this, you see that the ceiling gets moved really quickly. And to show that it does work on both sides, go ahead and close it up. Well, that was unintentional. Anyway, let me just go ahead and place that string back, and that activates it anyway. And there we go. So this one actually has a lot of the wiring planned, whereas with this one I just kind of was building as I went, trying to get it working as best as I could. This one actually planned out all of the main components, like the bottom of the door, the sides of the door, the ceiling. I planned everything out ahead of time and then connected all of it up, and it worked a lot better that way. Especially like this circuit right here that locks the repeater, so that when this RS NOR latch resets, it doesn't detect that the redstone changed, and it doesn't send the send the system back into a loop. Here's the little reset circuit, whereas you can see with this one, it's this huge green one that goes all the way around and up through those observers. This one's just really short. It comes up from the top up here after it finishes closing that section of ceiling right there. Goes down, triggers the system to spit back out the block right there, which resets the bud switch activation, as well as it goes ahead and resets the door itself. And that's about it. Let's go ahead and watch it from the outside where it happens. As you can see, it's actually a really quick system. And we can go ahead and walk into it again. It's about as fast as I could possibly make it. I feel like, at least. I could probably squeeze a couple more ticks into the speed, but it's not really necessary to me. I don't really like how I have to have the rail and the redstone here, but that was the only way I could actually get the door to work. Another interesting thing we can do with this door is actually watch it from the inside, so let's go ahead and do that. So as you see, the observer actually comes out of the wall right there, and the top part comes out of the ceiling. And same in reverse. So that goes ahead and gets grabbed by the piston right there, and gets pulled back up. This triple piston extender is actually a tileable design. I can't remember the name of who created it, but I will definitely put it down in the description because this is a flush with the wall piston extender. Excuse me, this pink one. This is a different triple piston extender. This pink one is actually a flush with the wall version. This would normally act as your wall right here, these pink blocks. And everything fits perfectly within this little area, and it is tileable infinitely. It was a wonderful design. It really helped me because I was really tight on space. So I will definitely put that down in the description. Anyway, there's going to be a world download in the description, and I hope you enjoy this door. I wouldn't recommend building it on servers, just because it requires very precise timings, and lag can often mess up those timings. Single player worlds though, this should be fine. Just beware, it is very resource intensive, and I am not going to be doing a tutorial on it unless a lot of people want it. So, this has been Cobble Addict, and I will see you guys later.